What's up? Keep on clapping. You already know how it go. What's up? This is Gurrltalk, the Cool Girls Book Club. We are back. We are down to our last chapters. You should have read the book by now. It should be done. How are y'all feeling? How do y'all feel about it? The end. Shay, they try to push her off the train track. She ended up pushing Valerie. Now Valerie dead. Cassandra and Jane, they in jail. Like, what's up? It got real crazy at the end, didn't it? It was very unexpected. They trying to set my girl up. Can you imagine being set up? Let's go over a little summary, over the book summary right now. So Shay wakes up, right? She wakes up, there's police in her house. So she like, yo, like, what is going on? I got a headache. Like, what is going on? They take her down to the police station. She's calling Cassandra and Jane because that's the last people she remembers seeing in her house. And she like, yo, like, answer the phone, something crazy going on, answer the phone. They try to get me for murder. Like, I ain't murdered nobody. So they calling. They never answer the phone. When they finally do text her back, they say, stay away, creepo, or stay away, you stalker. So she like, what? Stalker? Like, y'all my friends. Y'all done gave me a place to stay. Y'all done took me shopping. Y'all done got my hair done. Y'all my besties. We also found out Amanda's the girl who committed suicide in the beginning of the book. And we didn't know, what happened because she had all these great friends. So why would she try to commit suicide? So we found out that Amanda's a nurse. And she has some, she was able to get her hands on some meds, some, put it in people's drinks, make them go to sleep. So Valerie had claimed that, her ex, what'd she say? He left her. He left her when she was sick and, she just wanted to get him back. She had cancer and he left her in the middle of cancer. And so, they wanted to get him back because you don't do one of the sisters like that. So Shay gives them the meds, he's like a performer. So they put in his drink, they set him up. They take him to Central Park where he passes out. Why they kill the man? They killed him. They carve RS in his forehead and they kill him. And now Amanda didn't know they was gonna kill him. So she's like, what? Like, are y'all crazy? Like, what is going on? So only thing Amanda could keep. So yeah, we in the studio. Y'all know last time we wasn't here because Silence wasn't feeling well. He's better now. Say Silence get better, feel better soon, real soon, because he coughing in my background. But this is Gurrltalk. This is what we do. This is real life. Is really going down. So like I was saying, yeah, Valerie lied, talking about the man left her. But honestly, the man was her stepbrother who tried to rape her years ago. And she still was mad. And we also found out that Cassandra and Jane are Valerie's little sisters. So the whole time, everybody in the group think that they're friends and just Jane and Cassandra are sisters. But Valerie is the big sister and she's really the mastermind behind everything. So Shay goes back to her, to her house. She's talking to her roommate's girlfriend. The roommate girlfriend, she's telling her what's going on. Shay leaves, then Cassandra and Jane comes over randomly and she lets them in. First of all, if somebody just told you, like, I'm your friend. I just told you that these girls are trying to set me up and that all this stuff is going down. And then they come and you let them in and now they planting stuff in the house. And since they're so, I guess when people are rich and they're pretty and sometimes, you just let them slide with things, even though this girl told me this about you. But nah, when I look at you, they wouldn't do that to her. They're pretty, they're rich, they this, they that. Why would they try to set her up? So that's what they was doing. Jody just happy to have people in the house. They set her up, they put like a picture or something inside of Shay's book and then says, Jody, how about you check that book? And then the picture falls out of Amanda. Like, girl, so now Jody believes that Shay really killed people. So it just got real crazy. Shay was on a run. She's hiding out. She's trying to figure stuff out. Guys, this episode is called Do Your Own Research. And I say that because if this girl Shay didn't go about her own business and try to figure out things and put things together, she'd be in jail. And she would have got set up. But she was going to the library. She's Googling stuff. She's calling Cassandra and Jane's parents. That's how she found out that Valerie was the sister. She did her own research. We got to do our own research out here. We cannot let people tell us, oh, this is what's supposed to happen. This is what's supposed to happen. Because then you'll read it and you'll be like, wait, that's not, what are you telling me? That's not even it. And then the person will be like, well, so-and-so told me. So it's like, well, who really read this for themselves and, you know, got their information? So to sum up the end, they try to set Shay up. They made Shay, you know, meet them at the train station. Valerie was going to push Shay off the train track so she could get hit by the train, because they was trying to say that she was so, like, infatuated by Amanda that she wanted to do everything that Amanda did. So since Amanda jumped off the train, that Shay wanted to jump off the train. But the girls didn't know that Shay had already called the detectives and they was following her. So when Valerie came to meet Shay, she put a gun to her back and was like, stand at the train station, stand right here. Like, she was dead serious. And then out of nowhere, the police came and Valerie jumped and then she ended up dying. Like, she jumped and she died and Jane and Cassandra went to jail. But none of this would have happened if Shay went and did her own research. And she already was feeling, like we talked about this the last time, she already was feeling like a little weird, like seeing little signs and ignoring them. So then she went back to those signs and was like, oh snap, like, it's these girls. So she ended up figuring out. So shout out to Shay. You Are Not Alone by Grail Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. It was really, really good. If you haven't read it, still read it, and listen to the podcast, listen to Girl Talk, and, you know, catch up and see if you feel the same way I felt. You know, let me know how you feel. Let me know how y'all felt about the book. Let me know who was your favorite characters. Talk to me. Book questions. How would you feel if you found out somebody was trying to set you up? Like, that's crazy to be set up for, like, murder. They were trying to set this girl up for a double homicide. Like, and I don't know none of these people. I don't even know what's going on. And they trying to set her up. And it could have worked. It could have worked because she found so much evidence and never said nothing to the police that it was just easy to say, like, hey, she's the one that did it. And she just tried to hide the evidence, you know, and we found it. So with little things like that, like, I feel like that's real life. Like, you got to be careful. Like, if you find something, you got to say something or tell one person, or you know, when you keep things to yourself, there's like no witnesses or nobody to agree with your alibi or help you out. So be honest. Like, let's keep it out there, because this girl was about to get got. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? This is Girl Talk, Cool Girls Book Club. We back in the studio. I know last time we was outside. Like I said, silence wasn't feeling good. So we have to make our own way. Like, honestly, you can't depend on nobody, because everybody have their own stuff going on, or people start not feeling well. You know, I wasn't able to come to the studio, so I did it outside. So it's like, just keep pushing, find a way, and do your thing. But I don't know how I would feel if somebody set me up for murder. Like, I feel like hopefully I will be able to catch on that they trying to do this, you know what I mean? But that's deep. Have you ever did something for a friend knowing that you wasn't supposed to do it? Amanda stole medicine from her job, right? She knows she wasn't supposed to do that, but she just did it on the, you know, you just want people to like you, or you just doing it, oh, it's not gonna be that serious, they're not gonna do that. But, you know, deep down inside, she didn't want to do it. She felt like she shouldn't did it. And then when she gave it to them, they end up killing him. So it's like, yo, like, I am an accessory to this. Like, y'all are putting me in this. I thought that y'all was gonna just drug him and make him miss his show, and now he dead. So she just feeling crazy. And I feel like that's happened to me before, where you do something you wasn't supposed to do, or say something you wasn't really supposed to say, and then it kind of blows up and you like, wait, it was not even supposed to be like that. But who can you blame? Nobody but yourself, right? What do you do when you under a lot of pressure? Like, do we have ways to cope? Amanda was under a lot of pressure and she jumped. You know, Shay was under a lot of pressure, but she did her research. So it's like, what do you do when you're under a lot of pressure? Because, you know, it happens, and then you be stressed, and then your hair falls out, and then you're mean, and then, you know, it's like a spiral, a downward domino. So it's like, what can we do to stop like from even going down that tunnel. Like, what are our coping mechanisms? What do we do when the stress is on? Do you sleep? Do you run? Do you sit in silence? Like, what do you do? And I think that's things that we need to figure out when we're happy. When you're happy and doing things that makes you happy, I feel like you should remember those things for when you're feeling sad, because that is something that may uplift you or get your mind off of things. So pay attention to when you're happy and when you're doing things that make your soul happy. That's the things that you could do when the pressure is on. If you had a roommate and they end up getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend, does somebody have to move out? Like, if it was just us two, then you get a boo, and now this person is here all the time. Like, do somebody have to move out? Is that something that you should talk about before the person move in? Because Shay, her roommate, is a guy, and he ended up getting a girlfriend, and they're always on the couch. Now her shoes is everywhere. Now her stuff is all over the house, and it's like, bro, like, what about me? And now she's feeling forced to move out. It's like the more people, the more pressure that I feel like people could put on, especially if it's just one person. So it's two y'all, it's one of me. Y'all all cuddled up. Your stuff is everywhere. Like, I come home, y'all jumping. It's like I'm interrupting y'all. Yes, this is my space, but now I feel like, if you ain't got your own boo or something to do, you feel uncomfortable. It's a very uncomfortable situation. So what are you supposed to do? Or is there supposed to be like a roommate rule for, your boo's moving in? I had a roommate for a couple of years. I think me and her was roommates for like 5 years. But this is in our 20s, and we wasn't moving nobody in. So it was like an agreed thing. The only problem I had, I think, was sometimes he would come over and the shower in my wall was like, like you could hear the water. So he'd come off from work or something and come and spend the night, but it'd be like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and I would have to go to work like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I remember having a conversation like, hey, can you just ask him to take a shower before he get here, or like take a shower a little earlier, because it's so annoying to hear, like, you hear the pipes and like it was annoying. But I just talked, and she understood. Like, I was just trying to sleep. She knows how it sounds. So imagine if your wall is right there. That was like the only problem I really had with mine. And it wasn't even a problem. It was just something that you talked about, because sometimes people don't know. They're not trying to be mean or anything like that. It's like, oh, I didn't even realize that you could hear it that clearly. So Cassandra and So Cassandra, Valerie, and Jane are sisters. We come to realize that, right? So they show a flashback, and their mom was cheating on their stepdad, right? And they didn't like the stepdad, and they definitely didn't like the stepbrother because he was a little touchy, and he tried to rape Valerie. So when Valerie left the house, she moved out like at the age of 16. She ran away, and she wrote the stepfather a letter saying, hey, check on your wife at 3:15. She's really not at yoga or whatever like that. Come to find out, the mother was cheating with somebody else. Like, have you ever told on your mom? Like, like telling on your parents, or like getting your parents in trouble. I remember it was something on the news with the people getting their kids into school, like paying a certain amount of money and getting their kids into these Ivy League schools. And I remember one of the kids was like, oh my God, I can't believe my mother did that. Like, I'm so ashamed of her. And I'm looking like, I would never say that. Like, shout out to my mom for trying to get me into school. Not like you ashamed of her. Like, she trying to put you in school and you ashamed. Like, she ain't kill nobody. When you rich, you just figure you could do certain things. Like, when I'm at the club, if I could pay to get in the front of the line, I'm gonna pay. Like, let's be honest. So, have you ever told on your mother? Like, have you ever told on your mother? That's a big no-no. So, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on? Do y'all like the background? This is Gurrltalk Book Club. This is your girl Shay. And we chilling. And remember what I said, when y'all feeling stressed, you just gotta pump it out. Just pump it out. Don't let nothing get you, y'all. We've been through 2020, and we made it. And don't let nothing get to y'all. Let's stay cool. Let's read our books. Let's educate ourselves. Also, what I've been doing is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I be reading these books sometimes, and I don't be knowing what these words mean. Like, what does some of the words mean? I just be reading it, pretending that I know what it means, and I really don't. So I wrote down some of the words from the book that I didn't know the meaning, and I looked it up, and so this segment is called What That Mean? What That Mean? The first word, fissures, Fissures, a long narrow opening or a line of breakage made by cracking or splitting, especially rock or earth. I'm gonna use it in a sentence. The dry years have cracked and fissured the cliff. Who knew what that word mean? If you knew what that word mean, raise your hand. If you learned something new, raise your hand. All right, next word is innocuous. And I also spelled it out real slow so I could pronounce it right also. Because I know y'all probably like, she not even saying it right. My bad. Tell me how, if I'm mispronouncing it, help us out. Innocuous, not harmful or offensive. I'm using it in a sentence. It was an innocuous question. I'm trying to, Girl Talk is about learning, about helping and growing. I like when I'm talking to somebody and they use a big word, you like, damn. I'm gonna use my context clues to say what that means, but sometimes I don't know. So I'm trying to also educate myself and grow as a person and make this head a little bigger and let's, learn. So truncated spelled Truncated, shortened in duration or extent. His truncated career, his short career. See? Like, oh, what that mean? You don't even gotta say short no more. You can say truncated. His dick was truncated. Nah. The last word is ominous. Ominous. Giving the impression that something bad or unpleasant is going to happen. Threatening. I'm gonna use it in a sentence. There were ominous dark clouds gathered overhead. Easy, right? Easy. Instead of saying there were, scary clouds, them clouds look crazy. Oh, them clouds was ominous. Like, oh, okay. What's that, French? No, that's English, baby. So how y'all doing? What's up? This is Girl Talk. I'm gonna go back lives. I'm gonna do some lives, some edited. I honestly miss connecting with y'all, and I know that me being on live, you feel it a little bit more. But I really like it this way. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So this way is also trying to help me build up my YouTube, build up my Patreon page. Instagram is cool, but I'm seeing people become millionaires off of YouTube, and I'm trying to get a piece of that chicken. So if y'all could just go to YouTube for me and watch this and comment and just say how you feel, even if you don't watch the whole video, give a sister a view, subscribe, just tell a friend and tell a friend. That's what it's all about. I'm sure there's people who want to be part of the book club that may not know about it, that don't have anybody to talk about books with. Send them to the Cool Girl Book Club. This is what we do over here. I got some Hey Shay questions. Hey Shay, I love you. Can we go on a date? What? Yeah, I'm taking. No, we can't go on a date, but if you want to take me and my girl on a date, we going. I love food. I love seafood, by the way, okay? We got another Hey Shay. Hey Shay, what up, y'all? My girl feet is bigger than mine. Am I wrong for being mad? You knew how big your girl feet was before you got with her. And how small is your feet? Like, is your feet small or are her feet big? Cause me being part of the big feet committee, oh well, take them feet, kiss them feet. It's so funny because like growing up and having big feet is such like it's like you're picked on. Like, I can't help how big my feet is. I'm about to be 6, I'm 5'9". If I had a size 5 foot, I will look crazy. So like growing up, everybody's like, oh, you're big feet, big feet, big feet. And it's like, it's hilarious to me now. Like, and it's like, what do people with big feet supposed to do? People who pick on people with big feet, what do you want them to do? What are we supposed to do? We can't cut them off, like, and you can't wear too small shoes because then your feet hurt. So I've never been the one to be like, well, they said my feet is big, let me wear a smaller size. Hell no, because then you're going to have big feet and bunions. So all my girls with your big feet, show your feet, girl. It's yours. Fuck them. Okay, next question. Hey, Shay. Yo, y'all crazy. Who would you choose? The girl with the big butt or the big titties? Silas, who would you choose? The girl with the big butt or the big titties?
Going with the butt.
I'm gonna go. Silas is going with the butt. I'm going with the titties because with the butt, I need to see your nails. You know, them big butts. As a girl, you know, is it clean? With them titties, at least I know I could wipe them down for you. What's up, y'all? What's up? This is Girl Talk, Cool Girls Book Club. Is there anything that y'all want to discuss? Is there any more that, you know, is there something in the book that triggered you? Because when I'm reading the book, I'm getting things that, you know, that triggers me. So I would like to know what questions that y'all have about the book and things that you want to know or characters that you can relate to or if you learned something from the book. It's funny. So at the end of it, like I said, Shay also, she writes down all these statistics. She's like a statistics nerd. Like she can't help it. And it actually helps her with a lot of things, right? So at the end of the book, on the epilogue, Shay, it says, 2 months later, when Valerie, the former actress from LA, pretended to be Detective Santiago by channeling the detective's thick Brooklyn accent, she asked me which exit I was near on the freeway. That's a West Coast term. See, like little things. The girl said freeway. You know, in New York, we say highway. So it just kind of triggered her like, nah, this lady, she's saying she's from Brooklyn, but she's saying freeway. You know, little things, y'all. That's a West Coast term. As I once noted in my data book, when I jotted down regional terms like bubbler for water fountain and gravy for tomato sauce, anyone born and bred in New York would have said highway, right? And that is true. The woman who was with James Anders on the night he was murdered, by now she has been identified as Amanda Evanger, will hoop earrings and drop one as she left the twist. The bartender spotted it and called after her, but she didn't hear him. The real detective Santiago collected it when she questioned the bartender following the discovery of James' body. She knew I couldn't have been with James at the twist. My ears aren't pierced as Amanda's were. See, it's little signs. You trying to set me up? My ears is not even pierced, so it couldn't be me. So, you know, it's little things, and when you're trying to get somebody, y'all, don't get nobody, because it never works out. Like, even if you end up getting them, it's karma. And do y'all believe in karma? Like yes, no, yeah, ooh. Like, I believe in karma. I don't know how deep karma can get, but I definitely believe in karma. I definitely believe in, like, being good to people. And not because of karma, but just being genuinely a nice person, and blessings will come to you. Being a mean person, I just feel like they don't, or they want to, but it don't work out, because you can't go around in life just being mean to people. Like, you can't go around because you're rich or you're pretty or you know people and treat people a certain way, because that shit always comes back to you, to your kid. Like, it comes back. So, you know, let's try to be nice. But this is it. This Girl Talk Cool Girls Book Club was called Do Your Own Research. Seriously, do your own research. I had to do some law things and some, you know, some things I had to look up and read. And I'm like, yo, like, if you read, honestly, you can figure things out for yourself. Like, it's the weirdest thing. Not the weirdest thing, but it's like the truest thing. Like, if you just read shit and understand stuff, you don't need nobody telling you anything. Like, even, like, you don't need nobody telling you anything. The books, lawyers, and all these people, they get their information from the book. Like, I remember I went to the doctor, and I asked her about something, and she Googled it. She Googled the symptoms in front of my face to see if it was true or not. And I'm like, you're a doctor Googling. Like, I could do that. Like, you know what I mean? I can't do that. So, y'all, do your own research. I love y'all. Stay tuned. Next week, we are reading Where the Crawdads Sing. And one of the reasons I want to read this book is because the movie is coming out next month. Or probably, yeah, the movie's coming out next month. So I want to read this book, and then I want, my Cool Girls Book Club. I want to go to the movies, and let's watch the movie together. So that's why I'm reading this book. The next book is Where the Crawdads Sing. So make sure you go get the book. It is by Delia Owens. Go get the book. Let's read it, and let's go to the movies together and eat some popcorn. And pump it out. Remember what I told you. I don't stress. Just pump it out. Stay tuned. See y'all later. Girl talk. We good.